All right. Welcome, y'all. This is the S&P 2026 office hours, monthly office hours, birthday edition, because today is actually my birthday, June 25th. And I'm just thrilled that all y'all are here with me today to celebrate. Thank you so much. All right, so in terms of big ideas, I wanted to focus on, especially for the new people, just explaining what the two of the three marketing tools are. We talked about networking, which is basically talking to people in person, in real time, if at all possible, getting to know each other, cultivating relationships. One of the other ones, targeted outreach, is identifying the people, the organizations, the companies that you really feel you want to help, that you are enthusiastic about, and reaching out to them directly. I know it sounds like a pitch, but it's actually not a pitch. It's using generosity as a marketing tool to say, I love what you're doing. I'd love to help if you ever need someone like me. It's essentially that. And I have a story from when I was 21 where I was already doing targeted outreach. Somehow I knew already to do targeted outreach. And Bonnie asked me to share this a couple months ago. So when I was 21, I had just come back from living in Europe for 2 years. And I was in LA where I grew up. And there was an article in a local paper from a guy who had lived in Paris and wrote all about it. And of course, when you just had that experience, you get so excited that someone else had a similar experience. And I wanted to talk to him and I wanted to meet him. So this is 1980, early 80s. And so there was no internet, there was no email, there was no texting. I called him on the phone. Somehow I found his phone number. His name was Steve Erickson. He's an author. He's a famous author actually now. I called him and I said, I love what you wrote. I would love to meet you. And he said, call me back in a month. And I said, all right. I wrote it down on my calendar. I called back in a month. When I called back in a month, he said, great, let's have lunch. We went to this awesome Mexican place. I can't remember what we talked about, but he was so generous and lovely and warm. But the first thing he told me was, whenever someone reaches out to me, I always tell them, call me back in a month because I want to see if they're serious. Once is not enough. And I never forgot that lesson. Once is not enough. And the reason I'm telling y'all is because when you do outreach, most people only do one effort and then they say verbatim, they never responded to me. And I like to say, not yet, but did you follow up, right? And so targeted outreach, the 4-step outreach campaign, which is in the Simplest Marketing Planner. There's a link to exactly how to do it, exactly how to say in the planner. That is how you follow up. And follow up is so important. And Andy Brennitz always says the fortune is in the follow-up. And I totally agree. All right. Next, I want to share a few life lessons. I am framing this in the context of content marketing. And content marketing is information, ideas with a soul, my friend Terry Trespicio says, that is authentic. High quality content is authentic and it helps you relate to your market and it helps your market and your network relate to you. But I do want to share my life lessons at 65 and they're super pithy. All right. Number 1, the most important thing is to take care of yourself. Number 2, listen to your body. Number 3, stop rushing. Number 4, keep reading. Number 5, trust yourself. Number 6, drop anyone who doesn't bring out the best in you. Number 7, invest in yourself. Number 8, invest in the stock market. A little bit every month, no matter what. Number 9, waste as little as possible, especially time, but also attention, effort, and money. Number 10, remember that tomorrow is a new day. Number 11, always have a backup plan. You will be much calmer if you have a backup plan, no matter what you're doing. Number 12, always do your best. And when you make a mistake, don't hesitate to apologize. And number 13, always bring champagne. I love champagne. I like to always bring champagne. You may not love champagne. I just want to thank y'all for showing up, for celebrating with me, for being good to yourselves, for taking care of yourselves. I'm just happy to celebrate my birthday with everyone. So thank you. Thank you for being here.